Is it tough to be a god? Well, that's the question that this DreamWorks movie tries to answer. The Road to El Dorado, released in the year 2000. It just so happens to be the exact year I was born. Though I didn't see this movie when I was a kid. I actually saw it when I was a teen, and then later as an adult. And we'll see if Road to El Dorado lives up to the fan hype, as the movie did not perform well at the box office, but it does have a good fan following. So is it good? Well, let's see. The movie stars these two con men named Julio and Miguel who con this guy out of his money using rigged dice. Also, the guy they're rigging just so happens to be voiced by Jigsaw. So they con Jigsaw out of this map, which is a map to Road to El Dorado. Roll the credit. And then through shenanigans involving this bowl, did anyone else have this like weird Burger King toy of this bowl here? Am I the only one? The two end up in CGI barrels, which leads them to a ship of conquistadors that are heading to the New World. So I guess that map was useful after all. Of course, they are stowaways, so they leave, but they ended up on the New World, where it turns out the map might be accurate, because it looks like it's the exact area. Holy effing shit! Also, in case you're wondering, the area they're in is Colombia. At least that's where the fabled location El Dorado would be. So, hey, there's a fun fact for you little kiddies out there. And there's of course a montage to get there through an Elton John song. And there's naked asses, in case all you ladies want to see that. Because for some reason they try to animate these guys looking hot or something. I guess it might have worked for somebody. It doesn't work for me, but there's a character for me later on, I guess. But yeah, speaking about the Elton John songs, they aren't very good. They're like in the style of Phil Collins songs for some reason, which I don't know what the hell's going on with Elton John and Tim Rice here. You guys know how to write musicals, you did it with The Lion King, and you guys know how to write actual good songs, so why is the songs in this movie sound like fucking shit, other than the one song? Which I guess we'll get to when we get to it. We'll get there when we get. So it turns out that city does not exist in just a piece of stone. So that's when we end the movie. So that's the end. It's kind of a short movie. I don't know why people like this movie so much. It's very short. It's only like 20 minutes, 15 minutes long. Just kidding. This is not where it ends. Quickly after this, we are introduced to the character which probably makes this movie so popular, because damn, is this girl thick! And it turns out that this group of people who they're getting kidnapped by are from El Dorado, which does exist, even though it doesn't actually exist in real life. There is no city of gold. All the gold, turns out, was in California, which no one really wants to go there. Sorry, California, but LA looks like shit. So the premise of the movie is that the people of El Dorado think that these two nimwits here are gods because of a little stone prophecy, I guess. And yeah, they're trying to con them to see if they get gold, and that's mostly the whole movie. And just a bunch of comedic scenes and some interesting animation choices, like how they try to restrain their faces for some reason. I don't know why. They seem very restrained in the two main leads' faces, but no one else. Everyone else goes over the top, but they are like really restrained. It's kind of funny to look at. Like the joke is that they're trying to make them look hot or something like that. But they're not as hot as Chell here, who is way too hot. Like, did someone really was into animating her? So she figures out pretty quickly that they're con men, and she wants to join the con because she doesn't want to be a part of the city. I don't know why. Everyone else seems fine. The only person that's crazy is the high priest. But oh well. And of course they let her join their con because, well, she's hot. I mean, they say so themselves.
Maybe they should call this place Dorado. Jeez.
So then they sing a song about how it's tough to be a god. And this is the only song that's actually sung by characters and not by Elton John in the distance. And it's not bad, but it is a kind of a weird theme for a song. I mean, it would have made not stand out as much if they had other songs like this, but every other song is just sung by Elton John in the background. It doesn't work. I don't like the musical, I don't even know if it counts as musical, but I call it the Phil Collins way of, singing in the background of how the character's feeling! It's not very good. So Julio here, I think, is that how you say his name? I'm not really good at pronunciation. Gets tempted by Chell because she's just so hot that he has to rub her shoulders because that is something that he wants to do. He then bangs her. I wish I was joking about that, but I'm pretty sure it's heavily implied that they have sex.
My lord?
So this high priest guy comes in, he's like, I think you should kill some people, because, that's what we're into. Well, he's the only one that seems to be into it. There is actually some, I don't know what you call the cultures. I know Aztecs did this. They like to sacrifice people. They took out their heart, they give it to the gods. It's kind of normal for those cultures, for some reason. Don't ask me why. Human sacrifice is also a part of some religion, so, I can't call the pet, I can't even speak. Also, here's an example of they're trying to restrain that facial animation for some reason. As you can see, I don't know why that face cracks me up, because it's like, they want to go extreme, but they don't, which is really weird. There's only one of these two characters that happens. They then play this game to show their gods, I think, but it doesn't really matter. It's like basketball, but ancient. Spoiler, they win, but they're supposed to kill these guys who lost, but it's like, let's not do that. But it doesn't really matter, because the only person who wants to kill them figures out that these guys aren't gods, because obviously they haven't showcased anything that would make them godly. But oh, and so the high priest has the power to make a giant, where the hell this is, a demon, I guess, to attack everybody, because, like I said, he likes sacrifice. And did he kill that guy? I can't even tell. Oh, I guess he didn't kill him. He's still alive. Look at him. Of course, the two gay lovers have a falling out, because one wants to stay and one wants to go. And they can't figure it out, so they fight each other. But it was just a ruse so they can fight him. But they also are fighting each other, because, I don't know. I guess because it's supposed to be sad, a song plays, and it goes, "Friends never say goodbye," over and over and over again. It's the worst song in the movie, because it just repeats that sentence over and over. Friends never say goodbye. Even though they do say goodbye, so joke's on them. So the high priest decides he wants to come back with the conquistadors who are roaming around, but of course they can't find the city anymore. So yeah, they try to kill him. I guess you shouldn't have joined the what do you call them, the colonizers. Not a good idea. Not so good at finding God. Oh yeah, that's how the movie ends. They're not in El Dorado anymore. They're in the rocks, and I guess I don't know if they'll ever get back, because it's kind of hard to find it now, because they got blocked off. But that's okay. They can have a threesome, I guess, and that's how Road to El Dorado ends. I know it kind of summarized it, but you know what? I recommend watching for yourself, because I don't know how to talk about a movie that's mostly jokes. I mean, you've seen the memes before, and would you rather see that, or would you rather see this? I think both. Both is good. The final review for this movie is 3.5 out of 5. It's pretty good. If you haven't seen before, I recommend it, because it's kind of hard to put into words like in other movies, because I don't really have any problems with the movie, other than the songs. It's nothing spectacular, but the songs do bring it down, because they feel pointless, and they drag out parts of the movie. It's pretty short other than that, and yeah, you want to see some Dorado, which is gold. It's literally El Dorado means the gold. Creative name, I know. But yeah, I recommend this one. I don't know why the VHS has the horse on the spine. The horse isn't that important, as I saw. I barely mentioned the horse throughout reviewing the whole movie. But yeah, El Dorado's worth it just to see Chell's fine ass, which I gotta